When you win 6 championships and win MVPs and win scoring titles, you have to be considered one of the best. Michael Jordan had that and more. Going into the 1996 series against the Chicago Bulls, I was a defensive player of the year. Michael was the MVP, and they had made a big deal about it. But I think my mindset was just to go in there and contain him, make him take uncomfortable shots, make him take something that's not in his rhythm, and give us a chance to win, and make other players beat us. Kukoc stepped up, Pippen stepped up, a lot of players stepped up. Michael Jordan stepped up in Game 6. He got smart about it by attacking us and getting us in situations where we're getting in foul trouble, and then we couldn't do nothing about it. In these games, I was saying anything I wanted to say to Mike, and it went back and forth, and he didn't back down. He was always strong, and he always came at me, and I loved him. I think he's one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game.
It had been deemed impossible. No team has ever returned from a 3-0 series deficit. But the Sonics have marched back from the brink and now stand poised to take it the distance. And tonight, as they approach the final leg, it's their opponent Bulls who seem wounded and weary. Once given up for lost, can they find their way to the promised land?
Across town from the United Center, downtown Chicago. Now it's time to hear the starting lineup from tonight's PA announcer, Ray Clay.
And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. The man in the middle from New Mexico, 7'2", Luke Longley. A 6'6" guard from Miami, Ohio, Ron Harper. A 6'7" forward out of Southeast Oklahoma State, Dennis Rodman. And forward from Central Arkansas, 6'8", Scottie Pippen. From North Carolina, at guard, 6'6", Michael Jordan. Your Chicago Bulls head coach is Phil Jackson.
Welcome everyone to the NBA Finals here in Chicago, where it's safe to say these fans did not expect to be celebrating Father's Day with the Game 6 after the way the team started this series. I'm here with Coach Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and reporter David Aldridge. And Mike, perhaps some home cooking is just the thing these road-weary Bulls need.
Well, road-weary and maybe a little road rash with the injuries they've sustained. Ron Harper battling a knee injury that'll require off-season surgery, and Scottie Pippen dealing with knee and especially ankle injuries that have limited his effectiveness.
And while the Bulls are banged up and bedraggled, Clark, the Sonics seem on the rise.
Yeah, you take a look at their big guy, Sean Kemp, an all-star. The Sonics are definitely younger and healthier at this point, but still a tall task to win 2 in a row on the defending champs' home court.
Oh, big effort tonight needed. On the floor for the Supersonics, the Defensive Player of the Year, Gary Payton. He's joined by Hawkins in the backcourt. At the forward spots, Schrempf and Kemp. And Brakowski at the 5. And the 5 for Chicago. MVP Michael Jordan and Harper are the guards. Pippen and Rodman form the front court, and big Luke Longley at center.
And after the Sonics lost the first 3 games, Coach Carl finally put the glove, Gary Payton, on Jordan. Some question what took him so long to guard the MVP, with the Defensive Player of the Year.
Now, here's Jordan. The feed to Pippen, and Pippen slams it in.
Way to punch it, Scottie Pippen. The athleticism, impressive.
Hawkins kicks to Schrempf. Pass to Payton. Trying to get open is Kemp. Rebounded by Rodman. Hey, Clark, you look at the last two games for Michael Jordan. His numbers have gone down since he's been defended by Gary Payton.
Yeah, you know, through the first 3 games, Kevin, he averaged 31 points on 46% shooting. Since then, though, only 24 points on 41% shooting. That's a significant difference.
Yeah, Payton's done a great job. And it's the Supersonics with the ball. With injuries to his back, both ankles, and knee, I think I've covered all bases. This, Clark, has been a very tough series for Scottie Pippen.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, he's shooting 32% from the field and just 18% from the three-point line. We know he's not anywhere close to 100%, but let's see if he can still find something extra tonight, digging deep, because the Bulls need somebody other than Michael Jordan to step up.
Indeed they do. Excellent point.
From any spot on the floor, including in tight, Pippen can hurt you.
Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
Kemp screen on Harper. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. At one point during Game 5 in Seattle, the Bulls might miss 20 consecutive three-point shots.
From deep, Pippen was 1 for 8. Steve Kerr 1 for 7 from the three-point line. The team was 3 for 26 for the game. Those numbers have to be better tonight.
They've got to improve in that category.
Boy, Pippen gets the bucket and is going to shoot the and one. Excellent concentration there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One adjustment made by Seattle coach George Karl, inserting Frank Burkowski into the lineup in Game 4.
Karl did that to add toughness to the starting unit, having Burkowski match up with Dennis Rodman.
6 on the shot clock. Pippen against Schrempf. Some solid defense from Pippen. Up top, Jordan. It's good.
Well, I love the fact that they are looking to keep building onto this lead. They want to extend it, hoping to break the game open if they can.
It won't happen all at once, but little by little, they are executing and starting to open the lead.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Hawkins kicks to Payton. Kicks it out to Hawkins. A three-pointer is right on target.
The Chicago Bulls were 72-10 in the regular season, an NBA record for wins, shattering the old mark of 69 by the Lakers in the early 70s.
And you know, Coach, if the Bulls can finish this series off, they go to the top of the list in the conversation for the greatest team of all time. A lot on the line tonight.
And the Bulls looking to get back on track. And for more, let's say hello to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The key for the Bulls tonight is someone other than Michael Jordan stepping up. In Game 5, MJ shot 11 of 22. Everyone else, 18 for 55, less than 30%. Ron Harper has just 2 points in the last 3 games. Scottie Pippen is shooting just 33% in the series. And Steve Kerr is 3 of 20 from deep. Of course, MJ's the league MVP, but he can't do it all by himself. Guys,
a lot of different layers with this one. David, thank you. Mike, who are you looking for to step up tonight for Chicago?
Dennis Rodman. Offensively, create some second chance buckets. Defensively, make things difficult for Shawn Kemp. The Rain Man has been on fire. That last game in Seattle, Michael Jordan pretty much had 0 help. That has to change tonight for the Bulls.
Well, let's throw some numbers at the folks out there, Coach. The Bulls missed 23s in a row at one point. MJ shot 50% from the field. Everybody else under 33%. Jordan can't do everything, can he?
Dennis Rodman was a huge free agent signing for the Bulls, adding toughness and rebounding to this squad.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly there. You know, it's the 5th straight year the Worm has led the league in boards. He does an awful lot to stir the drink defensively for Chicago, and the fans absolutely love it.
Wennington, he's checked in for Chicago. Kerr comes in for Harper. And a change for the Sonics. Sam Perkins, he's checked in for Burkowski.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Kemp slams it in.
You know, this speaks volumes to Kemp's freakish athletic ability. I mean, he's always looking to punch it off the alley-oop.
The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 8.
There are very few players who can slow a scorer of his caliber down.
Payton from outside. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Bulls. For moments during that quarter, it felt like a one-man wrecking crew. It seemed he was doing everything out there. It's the second quarter of Game 6, the 1996 NBA Finals. Seattle trying to extend this series. The Bulls looking to put the finishing touches on an all-time season.
It is clearly an emotional night for Michael Jordan, playing on Father's Day without his late dad.
Here are the 5 for Seattle to start the second quarter. They've got Payton. Shrimp out there with Perkins. Then there's Sean Kemp, and it's Hawkins in at the shooting guard position. And really, for Michael Jordan, so much has happened since he lost his father, Mike Pacello.
Well, first retiring, trying out pro baseball, coming back to the NBA, winning an MVP. The one thing left, win a title. And you know Michael Jordan is thinking about his dad today.
Yeah, he's got it. For Jordan, into the second quarter, Mike, the shooting numbers are better than what we saw in Seattle.
Well, some adjustments from Mike. Freeing himself up for some better looks, looking like the league MVP tonight.
He does.
Throwing it down with tremendous power.
Woo! One-handed nonetheless.
He's an absolute force, that's for certain.
Fades away. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Kemp.
An explosive leaper. This guy has bounce for days. Kemp beating the defender there with that big-time vertical. A devastating punch. They can't afford to give up a dunk like this when they're trying to come back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there was a statement behind that dunk, one that says, you aren't going to come back in this one, buddy.
Yeah, that has to shake their confidence in their defense. Tough blow.
It's another poor shooting night, Clark, for the Bulls from 3. There is time, though, to turn it around.
There is time, Kevin, but I believe they've got to start knocking down outside shots. If they can't make threes, I think that puts even more pressure on Michael Jordan.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Luke Longley's checked in for Wennington. Sonics trail by 10. Outside, Payton passes it to Kemp. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Sonics having flashbacks, still struggling in this series and not looking sharp. Here's Jordan. Kemp with the steal. So the Bulls lead this series, Mike, 3-2, trying to cement themselves as one of the greatest teams ever.
An NBA record, 72 wins in the regular season. But Chicago needs to close this series out to be considered the greatest.
I agree. And it's Pippen missing. The pass to Hawkins. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Payton passes to Kemp. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 3 assists now in this one.
On fire so far to start Game 6. Kemp looking to lead this team for at least one more game.
Here's Jordan. He hangs. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Some changes for Chicago. Kukoc comes in for Dennis Rodman. And it's Harper in for Steve Kerr.
The only person in the world who thought this series would get to Game 6, Sean Kemp. The Rain Man believed in this team.
Like clockwork, extremely efficient, textbook alley-oop play right there.
Yeah, you know this, Clark. It takes a lot of athleticism to pull it off like that.
Show you right.
They just wish they could find that opening every trip down. Help close this gap.
Perkins with a screen on Harper. Payton looking it over. Pass to Schrempf. From deep. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And for Kemp, Clark, beyond his belief, he's gone out and he is dominating.
Look at the first 2 games in Chicago, Kevin. Kemp had 32 and 29 points. That's 61, averaging 24 and 9 for the series. Sean Kemp trying to keep up with Michael Jordan and match him point for point. And he's giving it everything he's got.
Yeah, it's going to take everything he's got.
No question about it.
Early in this Game 6, Mike, Scottie Pippen's been better.
And that is a great sign for Chicago. Pippen had a huge part in the 72-win regular season. He does it all.
And does it well. Both teams are far from 100%. Injuries playing a major role in the series. David Aldridge with more.
Thanks, Kevin. Now, the Bulls are the oldest team in the league, and this is game 100 for them this season tonight. Scottie Pippen has been battling knee and ankle injuries. Ron Harper needs off-season surgery on his left knee. Luke Longley needs off-season surgery, too, to remove bone spurs from his ankle. For Seattle, bench spark plug Nate McMillan has a herniated disc. Guys?
David, thank you, Coach. It does feel, though, the Bulls are hurting a little bit more. What do you think?
They look tired down the stretch in games 4 and 5. They're the older, more banged-up team. Seattle players have said they want to push the tempo tonight.
Interesting. Back to Kukoc. It's stolen by Kemp. Payton attacking. Makes it off the glass. Payton's got 8 points in the quarter.
And offensively, that's what you want to see from Payton. Putting the ball on the floor and attacking the basket.
Here's Wingate. And the rejection by Pippen. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So welcome back, everyone, as we look out across the horizon. The sun setting on the shores of Lake Michigan on this beautiful evening in Chicago. Game 6 of the NBA Final. It's the second half, along with Coach Mike Fratello, former player Clark Kellogg, and reporter David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. The Bulls hoping to hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy tonight. Sonics trail by 8.
Things have come full circle for Dennis Rodman. Remember, the Worm was on those bad boys Pistons teams that eliminated the Bulls 3 straight years.
Michael Jordan is out there with Harper. Then it's Rodman. Then it's Pippen. And it's Longley in at the center. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Pippen sets a screen for Jordan. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection. And after battling Chicago for years, Clark, the NBA's rebounding leader, Dennis Rodman, now joining the Bulls.
You know, he was brought in as the final piece of the championship puzzle, Kevin. So far, so good. Rodman looking to earn his 3rd ring.
Wow. In the first half, Mike, a much more effective Michael Jordan than Game 5.
We know Michael is going to review the film with Phil Jackson, and what they've done is draw up some very nice sets for MJ.
Hawkins passes to Kemp. Payton against Harper. Shot clock at 6. 6 feet out. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Payton.
Payton gets free inside, doing a nice job. An athletic guard who has excellent creativity. He knows how to score in close to the hoop.
And they double up Jordan. And here's Harper from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And the Bulls lead by 11.
A decent three-point shooter. I like Harper testing his range right there.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. Well, these timeouts so big for these players to collect themselves. Drink some Gatorade. Hydrate. Get that little bit of rest.
It's so important to have the energy in the fourth quarter. And that starts with timeouts like this. Making sure you get your fluids because you know you'll lose pounds of water weight during the game.
Perkins, he's checked in for Burkowski. Payton outside. Pass to Schrempf. Jacks up a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Schrempf's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Old teammates at North Carolina. Sam Perkins and Michael Jordan won the national title with the Tar Heels back in 1982. That was Jordan's freshman year. MJ hitting the game-winning shot.
And, Mike, as we can see here, a clear advantage for Michael Jordan over Shawn Kemp thus far.
MJ wants this series to end tonight. This year's MVP wants another ring. Kemp really needs to step his game up to extend this series.
He's going to have to be at his very best, you're right. And Sam Perkins winning a title with Jordan at UNC. But Clark in the NBA, they have been rivals, not teammates.
That is exactly right, Kevin. Perkins, a starter on the 91 Lakers that lost to the Bulls. MJ's first NBA championship. This time with Seattle. Sam is facing off against his old UNC buddy again, trying to even the score in the finals tally.
Yep, a lot of competition between those two.
For sure. George Karl's adjustment in Game 4, putting Gary Payton the glove on Michael Jordan. It changed the series. Of course, the glove-winning Defensive Player of the Year this season, part of the reason Karl made that switch.
Pippen finds Jordan, and they double up Jordan, and stolen by Payton. 1:35 left in the third. Schrempf passes to Perkins, and here's Kemp. Shoots over Harper. It's all in by the Bulls. Jordan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And Gary Payton, who led the NBA in steals, but it's about more than defense, it seems like, Mike, with him.
Running the point. Payton was top 10 in assists.
Right.
Beyond the numbers, the glove is such a competitor. Never stops talking to his teammates and the opposition. The heart and soul of this Seattle team.
He is indeed. Here's Schrempf, and he dunks it down.
Running the floor, the German deadlift Schrempf.
The Bulls leading by 6. For Seattle, Mike, to even force a game 6, that's very impressive.
They were down 3-0. The Sonics are massive underdogs. Just getting back to Chicago is a win for them.
And here's Harper from the arc. No good that time, and it's the Supersonics taking it the other way. It's Payton, high post. He's against Jordan. Back to Payton. Kemp with a screen for Payton. Down low. Jordan with the steal. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Pippen. Back to Jordan. Screen by Longley. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Longley's got his second basket of the night.
This is masterful how he's facilitating this offense. He's just tearing the defense apart with all of these well-timed dimes.
And this kind of play improves team chemistry. He's doing an outstanding job tying this offense together.
And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this. This could be the final quarter of basketball this year. So far in these NBA Finals, Bulls are up 3-2. Chicago looking to close out a historic season.
Going back to Game 5, Michael Jordan just 2 points in the fourth quarter. Normally, that's when MJ takes over. Maybe Mike is human after all.
Staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has got to tighten up.
The last time the Bulls won a title, Father's Day 1993. Again, Chicago can clinch on Father's Day right now, today. Right, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Of course, this Father's Day is much different from Michael Jordan. Right after that victory 3 years ago in Phoenix, MJ lost his father, James. And he said before today's game, I'm looking forward to going out and playing hard, knowing that I'm doing what I can to try and make him proud. Guys?
Yeah, interesting day, difficult day. DA, thank you. And Mike, things full circle for Jordan. His kids up in the stands tonight.
Yeah, Michael's playing with a heavy heart, but told us before the game he's playing to make his children proud.
A lot of quality there for sure. On the court for Seattle, we've got Schrempf. Perkins is out there with Kemp. Then there's Peyton, and it's McMillan in at the 2 guard. Hey, Clark, that last game in Seattle, why were the Sonics able to hold Jordan to 2 points in that fourth quarter?
Well, first of all, Kevin, we never see that. But, you know, Jordan appeared to be tired to me. I mean, MJ was doing everything scoring-wise. Peyton was putting a lot of pressure on him. There's no doubt about it. We'll see a different Michael Jordan in this final frame. You can count on it.
A strong finals performance, Mike, from Michael Jordan trying to secure his 4th NBA title.
And his 4th finals MVP. Wow. There's no way you can keep Jordan down too long. Michael's just so good. And the versatility of Bukowski is impressive. Capable of playing both forward positions as well as center, which makes him a difficult matchup.
Peyton against Rodman. Here's Jordan. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Jordan's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls.
At 6'6", Harper's outstanding court vision is accentuated as he looks over the defense.
Peyton against Harper. Peyton passes to Schrempf. Back to Peyton. Clock at 6. Perkins with a screen on Harper. Here's Peyton. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
It looks like the Bulls are putting the finishing touches on an incredible season. If they hold on, including the playoffs, a 87-13 record. The 96 Bulls, a team we will be talking about forever.
From him, fans love seeing this kind of dunk.
How about that? Just giving the people, Clark, what they want to see.
Gotta give them what they want.
Yep.
And you heard their reaction. They were all about that finish.
And so Jordan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. All right, Clark, let me put you on the spot, and I feel uncomfortable doing it. I'm going to begin that way. Is this the greatest NBA team that you've seen of all time?
Boy, that's a tough one, Kevin, but I think so when you start talking.
Oh, what a finish!
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
Oh, yeah. Coming off that pick, had all the separation he needed.
And once he got that separation, Clark, there was no stopping him.
And he capitalized with the emphatic finish.
On the wing, Peyton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Peyton doesn't mind a little contact now. Seems to embrace it when he's going in for his shot.
Scottie Pippen's checked in for Chicago. Percy Hawkins checked in for Seattle.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Longley with the bucket.
Dominant move by Longley in the paint, putting all of his size to work.
Sonics trail by 16. With the chance to clinch the title tonight, Coach Fratello, Michael Jordan has been outstanding in the battle with Kemp.
The Rain Man hasn't been able to keep up with Jordan. The last 2 games of the series, wins for Seattle. Kemp was able to win this showdown. That is not the case tonight.
You said it.
He's known as one of the greatest and best trash talkers in the game. Peyton's endless energy and high motor is really on another level.
The Supersonics making a switch here. Kemp's checked in. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Kemp a screen on Jordan. Here's Peyton. And the shot is long. Chicago leading by 14. Jordan is doubled. Dishes it to Pippen. It's Jordan on the wing. Jordan is doubled. A shot by Rodman. Wide open. The three-pointer, no good. To the inside, and slam dunk by Campbell.
Great passing instincts make Peyton an effective ball handler. He won't miss a guy who is this ready to shoot.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
You know, at one point it looked like there was still a chance, but I think that time has come and gone.
Now they're just hoping to end with something they can build on.
And stolen by Jordan. And now here's Pippen with the fast break chance. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Peyton inside. He's guarded by Harper. Peyton passes to Burkowski. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, their play has certainly gone to another level. You just wish they'd made this move sooner.
Yeah, had this happened with more time left to go, they might have turned this around.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
It makes sense why they keep running the offense through him, proving how efficient he is.
Here's Snow. Wingate a screen on Brown. Snow against Brown. Puts one up from 19. That one wide left. And the Chicago Bulls have done it. 72 wins and the NBA championship. The greatest season in NBA history.
To win it all in front of their home fans, it makes this special. This team has gone through so much.
Clark, this win solidifies this Bulls team's place in NBA history, don't you think?
I agree, and I think they very well could be the best team ever. Maybe the best we've ever seen, this 96 Bulls team. And Michael Jordan, his 4th title. MJ is in the conversation for greatest player of all time.
Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, all future Hall of Famers.
Boy, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, what more can you say? And you can just see the emotion and what this moment means to Michael Jordan. Congratulations to the Chicago Bulls, 1996 NBA champions.